Here at One Digital Agency, we're an elite design development partner for the BigCommerce Platform. Today we're talking to our project manager, Joe, about some common questions people have about custom development on their BigCommerce websites. So Joe, what does it mean when someone wants custom development for their BigCommerce site?
When someone from an agency like ours says something about adding custom development to a site, it really just means putting something in the site which doesn't come out of the box with the platform you're using. You're never going to get a site which is more straightforward than the one you get out of the box. With every functionality you add, you change it a little bit, and that's what a piece of custom development essentially is that change.
Is BigCommerce a good option for someone who wants a lot of custom development on their sites? What about someone who only wants a little bit of custom development?
The reason that I wanted to talk about BigCommerce is because it is a very good middle of the road between those two things. If you want to do no custom development, you don't want to mess around with code at all, BigCommerce, like I said, will give you quite a bit of resources out of the box to do, what any e-commerce store would need to do. That said, BigCommerce, of the hosted platforms which take care of things like your site hosting, your site security, BigCommerce is one of the most flexible when it comes to allowing for people like us to do a certain amount of custom development on the site. But BigCommerce, I think, one of their stated goals is to be an open SaaS platform, which means they're trying to strike the balance between that hosted platform ease of use and that open source platform freedom to express yourself.
Can you talk about some common custom development upgrades people want for their BigCommerce sites?
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially, the reason it's called custom development is because we try to do whatever the client wants, whether that's an update to a menu, a beefed up search functionality, a product preview tool that, gives you the ability to customize products a little bit more than the out-of-the-box BigCommerce functionality allows. BigCommerce has a certain list of features that you get out of the box. And sometimes people are a little bit surprised. Oh, hey, the ability to see an alternate image on my category page is custom development. I thought that would come with the product. It's not, and we do that custom development all the time, and it's something we can create for you, but it illustrates to me how important it is for someone considering BigCommerce or any hosted platform to really get in touch with that platform support team and try to pinpoint every piece of functionality and whether it's in or out of their out-of-the-box offering. And if you have items that you want that your favorite platform can't deliver, talk to an agency like ours and we can tell you how we can get in there and close the gap.
How easy is it to use a BigCommerce store once it's had custom development?
This is a really good question, and I think it is something that people don't expect when they ask for custom development. Essentially, once you've had custom development done to your site, you have to be 10 times more careful with what you're doing. I mentioned a little earlier that when your store is out of the box and nothing's been changed yet, that's the simplest it'll ever be. It's also the safest it'll ever be. Pieces of code can interact with each other in weird ways, whether it's two custom developments working in tandem or a custom development which has a conflict with an app or a plugin that you may install down the road. there can be unforeseen consequences.
Is it a problem to have two different custom development teams working on one site?
Yes, but there are exceptions to the rule. We make it a policy not to do work at the same time as any other team, but we do make exceptions to the rule in this case. You should always do one thing at a time because it creates less confusion. But if you're really on a tight deadline and the teams know each other and they work together well, it has been pulled off in the past.